Welcome back, and I've got another fun experiment for you today. What I call this one is the two candles mystery. Okay, so this is an experiment you can try at home if you want and do it safely. It's fairly simple. I've got a glass jar here, happens to be a beaker because I'm in a laboratory, and I've got two candles. One's a full-length candle and the other one is a sort of half-length candle. Basically, a long candle and a short candle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to light these two candles and then do something really rather unusual. I'm going to put a lid on top of this, and so you can see I've got a glass lid. So I've got two lit candles. I'm going to put the lid on top and I'm going to ask you, what do you think will happen? Great, so let's get started. So the trickiest bit of this experiment is getting the two candles lit. So, oh, that's not too bad. That's that one and that's that one. And so we've got both our candles lit. And if you remember, what I was going to do was put a lid on this container. And I want to ask you, what do you think will happen? Okay, so will they both go out? Will they both stay lit? Will one of them go out? What happens? Have a little moment now and see if you can think what happens when I put the lid on the container. Right, so we're ready for action. We've got our two candles lit, tall one and the short one. What do you think is going to happen when I put the lid on? And it takes a little while, but I think you'll be quite surprised. Are you watching? There we go. You'll notice that the tall candle has gone out and the short one is still burning, which is rather surprising. I'm going to leave it a little while whilst I'm talking, and if you watch the small one, it's gone too. So, is that what you guessed? So for an explanation, and this is a lovely little experiment, it's a good example of where if you've got some science knowledge, you're at an advantage. But in this case, you're at a disadvantage because not knowing all of the science can cause you to go to the wrong conclusion. So when the candles burn, they use oxygen and the wax to burn, and they use up the oxygen in this glass jar, in this beaker. Okay, but they create carbon dioxide, which doesn't support combustion. So you probably know there are carbon dioxide fire extinguishers to put fires out. Now, the next bit is you probably know that carbon dioxide is a heavy gas. I don't like that term. It's a more dense gas. And if it's more dense, it will sink to the bottom of the beaker and leave the oxygen at the top for the top candle. So hang on, the top candle should keep burning and the bottom one should go out first. But that's not what we see. We see the opposite. And the trick to that is knowing a little bit about another bit of physics, and that's heat convection. So let's finish the science of this off. The candles use the oxygen when they're burning the wax. They create carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is more dense, but when it comes off the candle, it's hot. And therefore, it's actually for a short period of time less dense. So the carbon dioxide remains floating, as it were, on top of the air in the bottom of the beaker. So what happens is that the warm carbon dioxide fills up the top of the beaker, can't escape, so we get more and more carbon dioxide at the top, and this candle goes out first because it hasn't got any oxygen to keep the flame going. As the carbon dioxide fills the beaker, down it goes, and finally the second candle goes out. I wonder if that's what you'd worked out. So it's a lovely little experiment, this, and it's one you can try at home, but do be safe, know what you're doing, and show it to other people and show them what happens and try and explain the physics to them. If you're successful, then leave a note in the comments. I'd be really interested to know how you got on. Anyway, I'll be making some more videos soon, and I look forward to seeing you then.